The night she almost disappeared, no one noticed, except a man who had already lost everything once and refused to let someone else slip through the cracks of the world. If you believe in kindness, second chances, and the quiet miracles that happen when strangers choose to care, take a moment to like this video, leave a comment, share it with someone who needs hope, and subscribe to the channel. Stories like this deserve to be felt, remembered, and passed on. Snow fell in soft, indifferent silence over the city, wrapping streets and rooftops in a fragile kind of beauty that hid how cold the world could truly be. Inside a small roadside cafe glowing with warm lights and faint holiday music, Officer Emily Carter sat alone at a corner table, her untouched coffee slowly losing its steam. Her uniform, neat and precise, made her look composed to anyone passing by, but her eyes told a different story. They carried exhaustion, grief, and something deeper, the kind of loneliness that doesn't come from being alone, but from feeling like there is no one left who understands you. It had been 6 months since everything in her life had collapsed. A call that went wrong. A decision she replayed every night. A partner she couldn't save. The department called it unfortunate. The city called it heroic. But Emily called it a failure she could never undo. Since that night, Christmas lights felt dimmer, laughter sounded distant, and every familiar place had turned into a reminder of what she had lost. She wasn't supposed to be working on Christmas Eve. She had volunteered for the shift, claiming she preferred it that way, but the truth was far simpler. There was nowhere else she wanted to be. No family waiting, no warmth to return to, just silence. Outside the cafe window, families hurried past bundled in coats, holding hands, carrying gifts, their faces glowing with anticipation. Emily watched them like someone observing a world she no longer belonged to. She held her cup tightly, not for the warmth, but for something to anchor herself to. Across the room, Daniel Reeves noticed her. He wasn't the kind of man people usually paid attention to. Quiet, worn down, carrying the invisible weight of years that had not been kind. His jacket was older than he'd admit, and his hands showed the roughness of hard work and harder times. But his eyes were different. They were observant, gentle, and deeply human, the kind that saw things others overlooked. Daniel had come into the cafe with his 7-year-old daughter Lily to escape the cold for a while. It was their Christmas tradition, though not the kind people imagined. No expensive gifts, no big dinners, just a shared meal, a warm place, and stories that made their small world feel enough. Lily noticed the officer first. Children always do. She saw the sadness before understanding it, the quiet heaviness that adults often hide behind polite expressions. She tugged at her father's sleeve, whispering something, her eyes fixed on Emily. Daniel followed her gaze. He didn't stare. He simply looked long enough to understand, and somehow he did. There was something familiar about that kind of loneliness. He had worn it himself after his wife passed away 3 winters ago. He had felt what it meant to sit in a crowded place and still feel invisible, to carry grief quietly so the world wouldn't have to adjust to it. He didn't move right away. He knew that stepping into someone's pain required more than good intentions. It required patience, respect, and a kind of courage most people didn't realize they lacked. Emily, meanwhile, was losing her battle with the night. The memories had started creeping in again, uninvited and relentless. The flashing lights, the sound of sirens. The moment she realized she was too late, her breathing became shallow, her grip tightening around the cup as if holding on could stop the past from catching up. She blinked hard, trying to steady herself, but the room felt smaller, heavier. The music faded into the background, replaced by the echo of something she wished she could forget. And then, unexpectedly, something small and gentle interrupted the storm. A child's laughter. Lily had dropped her mitten and giggled as she tried to pick it up, her clumsy attempt breaking the tension in a way nothing else could. The sound reached Emily like a distant memory of something she once knew. Lightness, innocence, warmth. She looked up. For a brief moment, her eyes met Daniel's. There was no judgment in his gaze, no curiosity, no pity. Just understanding. That was what made it impossible to look away. Daniel didn't speak immediately. Instead, he did something simpler, something that didn't demand anything from her. He gestured toward the empty chair at their table, a quiet invitation, nothing more. Emily hesitated. Trust was not something she gave easily anymore. The world had taught her how quickly things could go wrong, how even good intentions could lead to irreversible consequences. But there was something about that moment that felt different. Maybe it was the way Lily smiled at her, unafraid. Maybe it was the warmth she felt despite the cold night pressing against the windows. Or maybe, deep down, she was just tired of being alone. Slowly, she stood and walked toward them. The first few minutes were quiet, not awkward, just gentle. Yeah, like stepping into water slowly, unsure of the depth but willing to try. Lily filled the silence in the way only a child could, sharing small stories, laughing easily, unaware of the weight she was lifting simply by being herself. Daniel listened more than he spoke. Go. When he did, his words were simple, honest. He didn't ask Emily about her pain. He didn't try to fix anything. He just made space for her to exist without expectation. And for the first time in months, Emily felt something shift. It wasn't sudden. It wasn't dramatic. But it was real. The walls she had built around herself didn't fall, but they softened. The tightness in her chest eased. The noise in her mind quieted, just enough for her to breathe without feeling like she was drowning. Time passed without her noticing. The cafe grew quieter as the night deepened. Snow continued to fall outside, but inside, something warm had taken root. Daniel eventually shared a piece of his own story, not as a comparison, but as a reminder that pain didn't have to be carried alone. He spoke of loss, of rebuilding, of the small, quiet victories that don't make headlines but change lives nonetheless. Emily listened, and somewhere in that listening, she realized something she hadn't allowed herself to believe before. That healing didn't come from forgetting the past. It came from choosing again and again not to let it define the future. Before they left, Lily did something unexpected. She handed Emily a small, slightly crumpled drawing, a picture of 3 stick figures holding hands under a sky full of stars. It wasn't perfect. The lines were uneven, the proportions off, but it was filled with something rare and powerful, genuine kindness. Emily stared at it, her throat tightening. She hadn't realized how much she needed that moment until it happened. As they stepped outside into the cold, the snow no longer felt so heavy. The night no longer felt so empty. Daniel didn't offer grand words or promises. He simply reminded her in the quietest way possible that even on the darkest nights, connection could still be found. And sometimes that was enough to change everything. If this story has touched your heart in any way so far, take a moment to engage with it, like share and let someone else feel this warmth too. And before the story ends, I have a special request for you. Comment the word "I hope" if you believe even the smallest act of kindness can save someone's life. Weeks later, Emily returned to the same cafe, not because she had to, but because she wanted to. This time, she wasn't lost. And though the world outside hadn't changed, something inside her had. She carried the memory of that night not as a reminder of her pain, but as proof that even when everything feels broken, something good can still find its way in. All it takes is one person willing to care, one moment willing to matter, and one quiet act of kindness that refuses to let someone disappear. The next time Emily Carter stepped into the cafe, it wasn't because she was trying to escape something. It was because, for the first time in months, she was moving towards something. The bell above the door chimed softly as she entered, carrying with her the crisp winter air and a quiet sense of anticipation she didn't quite recognize yet. The same warm lights glowed, the same faint hum of conversation filled the space. But everything felt different. Or maybe it was her. For weeks after that Christmas Eve, Emily had carried Lily's drawing in the inside pocket of her jacket. She hadn't told anyone about it. Not her colleagues, not the therapist she had finally started seeing again. Not even herself in words. But she would take it out sometimes, usually late at night, when the silence crept back in. She would stare at those uneven lines and those 3 tiny figures holding hands under a sky full of stars, and something inside her would steady. It didn't erase the past. It didn't fix what had happened. But it reminded her that not everything in her life was broken, and that mattered more than she expected. She scanned the cafe, her eyes instinctively searching for them. For a brief second, there was disappointment when she didn't see Daniel or Lily. She told herself she hadn't come for them, that this place had simply become familiar, safe. But as she stepped further in, she noticed something that made her pause. At a table near the window, the same one, they were there. Lily spotted her first again just like before. Her face lit up instantly, her small hand waving with unfiltered excitement, as if Emily wasn't a stranger she had met once. but someone who had always belonged in her world. Daniel looked up a moment later. This time, there was a quiet smile on his face, the kind that didn't ask questions or demand explanations. It simply welcomed her back. Emily felt something warm spread through her chest, and she walked over. This time, there was less hesitation. The silence that once felt fragile now felt comfortable, like a space that didn't need to be filled with words to mean something. Lily immediately began talking, her stories jumping from one thought to another: school, a drawing she made, how she thought snowflakes looked like tiny stars falling from the sky. Emily listened, genuinely listened, and found herself smiling without forcing it. Daniel watched quietly for a moment before speaking, his voice calm, steady. He didn't ask where she had been or why she came back. He simply treated her presence like it made sense. And for the first time in a long time, Emily felt like she didn't need to explain herself. Days turned into weeks, and weeks slowly turned into something neither of them had planned, but both of them understood. It became a routine. Not a dramatic one, not something loud or obvious, just small, consistent moments, coffee after long shifts. Short conversations that stretched a little longer each time, Lily insisting Emily sit with them as if it were the most natural thing in the world. Emily began to talk more, not all at once, not in a flood, but in pieces, fragments of her story, the weight she had been carrying, the guilt that refused to let her rest, and Daniel listened. He never interrupted, never tried to correct her feelings, never told her she was wrong for feeling the way she did. But one evening, as snow fell softly outside once again, he said something that stayed with her. He told her that sometimes the hardest part of surviving something isn't the moment itself, it's what comes after. It's waking up every day and choosing to keep going, even when part of you feels like you don't deserve to. Emily didn't respond right away, because he was right. And hearing it out loud made it harder to hide from. That night, when she returned home, she didn't sit in the dark like she usually did. She turned on the lights. She made herself tea. And for the first time, she allowed herself to think about something other than the past. She thought about possibility, about what life could look like if she stopped punishing herself for something she could never change. It wasn't an instant transformation. Healing never is. There were still nights when the memories came back. Still moments when the weight felt unbearable. But now there was something else too. There was connection. There was laughter. There was a small girl who believed she was a hero simply because she wore a uniform. And there was a man who reminded her, without ever saying it directly, that she was still human, still worthy of kindness, even from herself. One evening, Lily handed her another drawing. This time it was different. There were still 3 figures. But now one of them wore a little badge on her shirt, and above them, instead of just stars, there was something new, a bright sun rising. Emily stared at it longer than she meant to, and then, unexpectedly, her eyes filled with tears. Not the heavy, suffocating kind she was used to, but something softer, something that felt like release. If this moment, this journey, this quiet transformation has touched your heart even a little, take a second right now to like this video, share it with someone who might need it, and subscribe for more stories that remind us what truly matters. And don't forget, comment a hope if you believe even the smallest act of kindness can change a life, because that's exactly what had happened. Not through something dramatic, not through grand gestures or life-changing events, but through something simple, someone noticing, someone caring. Someone choosing to stay. Months later, spring began to replace the cold edges of winter. The snow melted, the air softened, and the city slowly came back to life. Emily stood outside the cafe one afternoon, watching as Lily ran ahead, her laughter echoing through the street. Daniel walked beside her, hands in his pockets, his expression calm but content. Things weren't perfect. They never would be. Emily still carried her past with her. The memories didn't disappear. The loss didn't undo itself, but it no longer controlled her. She had learned something far more important. That being broken didn't mean being beyond repair. That losing everything didn't mean there was nothing left to gain. And that sometimes the people who change your life aren't the ones who promise to stay forever, but the ones who show up when you need them most. As they stepped into the cafe together, the bell chimed once more. But this time, it didn't sound like an ending. It sounded like a beginning. That sounded like a beginning. And Emily Carter, once lost and alone on Christmas, finally felt like she had found her way back. Not to who she used to be, but to someone stronger, someone softer, someone willing to believe again, all because one man and one little girl chose to care when no one else did.